What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to help you get your first client. So if you have started an agency, or maybe you're thinking about starting an agency and you're struggling, or you just don't know how to get that first client and get over the hump and actually get your first deal, or maybe even make your first dollar online, this video is going to help you do that. So make sure you stick around to the end. I'm going to be showing you some actual information from my upcoming course, as well as some documents, some cold messaging guides, and some templates. So let's get started. So guys, getting your first client seems like a very difficult thing, but I can promise you it's not. The only reason getting your first client is difficult is because you're new. You don't know what you're doing. Maybe you lack a little bit of confidence. Maybe you just don't know what to do, right? Compare that to getting your 10th client or your 20th or your 30th. That is super easy. That game, it just gets easier and easier as your confidence level and your skill level compounds. So basically all you need to close your first client is an offer, a way to get in front of your ideal prospect, a way to get them on a meeting or a call, and then you need to close the deal. So 4 steps. It's pretty simple. I know it can seem daunting. I remember when I was trying to get my first client, it was a tough task, and I struggled for months before I even got that first dollar online from my agency. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do, so don't worry. Let's jump right into my computer, and I'll show you guys some of the scripts and some of the steps that you need in order to get your first client. So guys, we're here in my computer, and this is actually a folder of my upcoming course, Agency Evolution. So shameless plug of the course, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up, or actually first, let's go to here. So these are really the steps you need to get your first client. So you need to know what your offer is. You need to know where your prospects hang out online. You need to get them on a meeting using an outreach template here. And then let's go number 4. You need to close the deal. So guys, this is literally all you need to close your first client. So let's start with an offer. What exactly is an offer? So if you know what your service is, right? What are you trying to sell your clients? Is it Facebook ads, copywriting? Is it something completely outside of marketing or advertising? That's your service. Your offer is a way of selling your service and packaging it up in a sense to make it sound more appealing to your prospects. So a good example of this is instead of selling Facebook ads to dentists, you sell bringing in 10 to 15 highly qualified appointments per month to dentists, right? So you see the difference between, I will run Facebook ads for you and I'll bring you 10 to 15 new customers or new patients every month. The latter is what is attractive to an ideal prospect or to your clients. So that's what you need to focus on. Nobody cares about you running Facebook ads or you build funnels or whatever. That's a mistake that we make as marketers and within the SMA community and everything else, is you think people know what you know and they don't. You have to act or go into this with the understanding they don't know, right? If a dentist is a good prospect for you, they're not running Facebook ads. So do you think they know how valuable Facebook ads or how they work? Probably not, because they're not using them. If they did, they wouldn't be a good prospect. So my point is you need to focus on your offer and have a clear, valuable offer before you can start to do this. Secondly, you need to know where your prospects hang out online. So guys, for number 2, you need to know where your prospects hang out online. Your ideal prospects, your dream prospects, the people you know would make good clients. You need to be able to do a couple of things. Get your offer in front of them. You need to be able to find them, and then you need to be able to have enough of them to get volume, right? When you're doing cold messaging and you have no case studies, people aren't coming to you, you're going to them. This is more of a forceful thing, right? We talk about power and force all the time. This is more along the lines of force. So in order for this to work, you need to have numbers. You need to get repetitions in. So instead of finding one good prospect to send a cold email to, you need to send that cold email to as many as possible, okay? Because your chances of success are lower because it is cold outreach. So taking that into account, this is very subjective based upon what niche you're in, who your ideal prospect is, what your offer is, what your service is. But just for the sake of this video, for the sake of example, you need to find out where your prospects are online. Whether that is they have a website and you can email them or cold call them, or send them a cold Loom or an audit. Whether that is they're on Facebook. Maybe it's not like an established business, it's an entrepreneur like who we work with. So I know how to get a hold of our clients. I can literally just DM them on Instagram, and my profile does the talking and stuff like that. So you need to decide for you and your offer, where do your ideal prospects hang out online? Okay, so that's number 2. So number 3 is you need to get them on a meeting. But how do you do that? Like, what do you say? Do you send them an email? Do you send them a message? What do you put in the message? How do you get them interested enough when they probably receive hundreds of these a day? So guys, this is the part where you need to know what you're doing, right? You need either a good coach or a program or a course, or maybe you just get lucky and you know what to do, right? So when I was thinking of making this video, I was just going to tell you guys to do outreach or whatever. But I decided I'm going to go a step beyond and actually show you some of the cold messages that I use and that I'm going to teach my students as well in this new course to get clients and to get meetings. So if we jump back into my computer, I'm going to show you guys the actual scripts that come with the program. So guys, we are back here in my computer, and like I said, we're going to pull this right out of week 4. So this covers outreach, email mastery, outreach, organic attraction, closing, the sales process, email mastery for e-com and lead generation, lead tracking, organic attraction, cold Loom audits. Guys, this is the most comprehensive cold, warm, organic, whatever you want to call it, outreach methods that have ever been taught in an SMMA course. So like I said, we're going to pull this out, and this one is really going to cover cold messaging. So I'm not really going to dive into the cold email side because, again, this is a YouTube video. I can only make it so long. So let's pretend that your ideal prospect is going to hang out online on like Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or something like that, okay? So the steps, like I said before, who's your target? And then what do you say? So you need to know who your target prospect is, where they hang out online, if you can send them a message that will make them want to get on a meeting with you, right? Or if they'll even see that message. That's another thing that's important. If I was trying to get Dwayne Johnson as a client and I emailed him or I DM'd him on Instagram, I'm probably not going to get through to him, right? So secondly, you need to know what to say. So once you know how to find your target prospect, you need to know what to send them. This is a very broad subject and there isn't a set message to send, okay? You have different variables, you have different offers, different clients, different tones. So I included 4 here that you can base things off of and give you a good solid start, okay? So message number 1, I call this the nice guy. So this will be, hey name, saw your post about a specific thing. And this is where you really do your research, right? Especially if you're sending messages to a human being and not another business, you need to do your research. So this specific thing is where you can get personal and you can show them that you actually have looked into their profile or their business or you understand what they do, okay? So after doing that, you're going to say, I really love the message behind it, or I really love this about it, or something like that. And then you say, I love your blank. So this ties into this. You can leave this little second sentence out, but this is really just making a good impression. You're saying, hey, I took the time to look at your stuff. I sent a thoughtful message. It's personalized, and I'm complimenting you on this. That's how you make a good impression and you get your foot in the door with people. So, where are we? So you want to say, would love to see if I could get a moment to run something by you. So good first impression, you're leading with value, you're leading with a personal touch, and then you're just having a very small ask here. You're not trying to sell a service or anything. You're just asking to further the conversation. So number 2, I call interest. So, hey name, saw what you were doing, saw what you do and was very interested to learn a bit more about it. Let me know when you're available sometime to chat. This is a very, very successful message because it's so low, like you're not asking for much, you know what I mean? And people don't like when you ask them for a sale or a deal or whatever. So this is like no obligation. So you'll get a lot of responses from this. Message number 3, this one is, I just call this the vague message. So, hey name, came across your page after seeing, and this is something to increase credibility or a personal touch, okay? Blank and wanted to reach out. I have something that I think would, and then this is a big benefit. So you could either make it personal, like I have something that I think would help increase your conversion percentage by X amount, or I have something that I think would make you X amount of dollars extra per month or something like that. And I'd love to tell you a bit more about it. And then message number 4 hey name, sure you get a ton of these messages from people trying to sell you stuff all the time, so wanted to start off with some real value. And this is where you attach a Loom audit. So if you don't know what a Loom audit is, I think I made a video about this in the free course video on my channel, so you can check that out. But basically, an audit is just you're breaking down their website on video and showing them where they can improve, where their ads can improve and things like that. So I would literally just insert a Loom here and say, hey, like all you're saying is, hey, I know you get a bunch of messages, so I wanted to lead off with some value, and this is going to differentiate you and really make a good impression. Guys, those are 4 good starter messages. You can adjust these, you can tweak these, whatever, but these really, really work. I use these every day for my business. I've been able to get multi-million-dollar clients from just cold messages on Instagram or Facebook groups or whatever, right? So these are really good messages. So that is the 3rd step in getting your first client. So you have a good offer. You know that the market wants the offer. You know where to find your ideal prospects. In this case, or in this example, we're using Facebook or something like that. Number 3, you know what to say to get their attention and to actually get them talking. So the last thing you need to do is get them on a meeting. So you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either go the discovery call and then the closing meeting route, or you can just go one call close. This, I think you should try to always one call close, but you should tweak it based upon how comfortable the conversation is, how qualified the prospect is, and if you can do it in the first call, it's fine. Like if you can close. If not, 2 calls is fine. Don't get sucked into the idea of like, this is the right way, this is the wrong way, okay? So try to get a one call close if you can. If not, 2 is fine. Really, this call is about closing. This is about sales. I have other videos on my channel covering this in massive detail. I think like the last 2 actually. So I would watch those because I can't make this 3 hours long. But my point is, guys, you're overcomplicating getting your first client. You really are. And I know you don't want to hear that. And I know what it's like because I was there as well. All you have to do to get your first client is have a solid offer that people actually want and can actually make people money. Make them a good offer, get in contact with them, get them on a call, and close them. That's all you have to do. It's that simple, I promise. So that's about all I have for this video, but I do want to show you guys something if we jump back into my computer. So guys, you know I've been talking about this course for the last couple of months, and I wanted to give you a bit of an update on what is going on, progress, everything like that. So this course will be out before 2021. I don't know when because it's very time consuming, but I can assure you right now, this will absolutely change your business if you get in. This is the most valuable agency course that has ever been put on the market. I've been in the other courses. I've been in, and I'm not going to say names, but you guys know who I'm talking about, right? The top gurus or whatever you want to call them. I've been in their programs. I've studied what they have. I've checked it out. I know what they do. And I'm telling you, nobody puts out information like this better than this program. This is just on outreach and sales, okay? This is just on like operations of your agency, like building a high ticket offer, your foundations, like how should your agency operate? What should your job be? How do you onboard clients? Automated onboarding systems. How do you invoice clients? How do you get paid? How do you negotiate about those things? Like I'm telling you guys right now, this is the most valuable agency course that will have ever been made. So what I wanted to let you guys know, the reason for showing you that is the course will be out sometime soon. And I mean soon in a relative term, a couple of months. So if you don't like courses, that's totally fine. I'm going to plug this course because I honestly believe people who are struggling with their agency, or if you're not past 10K a month, I honestly believe if you buy this program and you put into action what is inside, that you will surpass that easy, like without a doubt. So our benchmark goal for this course is to get everybody inside to $100,000 a year. And I'll get more into the course the sooner we get to the release date. But I just wanted to remind you guys and keep it front of mind. Go ahead and start saving up your money if that is something you're interested in. If not, totally fine. I put out a ton of free content on this channel. And I remember, guys, I was super broke at one time as well. Like if you were dealing with that, I couldn't buy these courses. So I had to watch YouTube videos, whatever, until I had enough money to do so. So I totally understand. I totally feel you guys. If that's the case, just watch my YouTube channel. The value on the channel is going to help you absolutely get your first couple of clients. and make a couple grand online. This is the next level. This will help you take your agency from $3,000, $5,000, whatever a month to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. That is why the name is called Agency Evolution. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helps. I know it might sound a bit vague, right? Like, oh, it's 4 steps, it's super easy, whatever. Guys, it really is that simple. You're overcomplicating things if you aren't getting success. Like if you've been trying to get clients for more than 3 months with no success, there's something you're doing wrong in that process. So go back through my channel, look at some of the videos. I talk a lot about offers, high ticket offers, how to sell, how to position things. I promise if you watch the videos and you apply things, you'll be able to get your first client. So what I want from you guys, if you got value from this, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And what I want you to do is if you get your first client from watching this, I want you to comment or DM me on Instagram or something and let me know, and I'll send you something special because you got your first client. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace.